Welcome to the great 5C Patriot and Loyalist Debate of 2015. As we've talked about, almost half of the colonists are still neutralists at this time. You guys in this debate will be trying to answer their question of should I be a patriot and want independence, or should I be a loyalist and look to remain loyal to Britain? So let us start with some introductions. Let's start with the loyalist side. Thomas Hutchinson, would you please start us? Tell us just your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Thomas Hutchinson, and I am the Royal Governor of Massachusetts.
Thank you. And you, sir?
I am Jonathan Boucher, and I am a priest.
Thank you. And finally, our last loyalist.
I am Lord Dunmore, and I am the Governor of Virginia.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And on the other side, our patriots. Starting here at the front, you, sir.
My name is Benjamin Franklin, and I have a lot of jobs.
All right. And you, ma'am?
I'm Mercy Otis, and I'm a writer.
Thank you very much. And we're glad, as our only lady delegate today, that you get to help represent. And you, sir?
My name is Samuel Adams, and I am a politician.
All right. Thank you all very much for being here today. We hope to take this debate in stride, to be respectful of each other, to be able to talk about our thoughts and our arguments and our points without getting too wild and crazy. And in order to start that way, Mr. Boucher, as a man of the church, I would like you to ask to lead us in prayer to start that way.
Amen. Amen.
That might be the shortest prayer I've ever heard. Very well then. And so let's do this. Who has something? Let's see. Miss Mercy, let me just start with you. As the only lady that is representing any of these sides here today, why is it that you chose the Patriot side?
I chose the Patriot side because Britain is way too far away to know our needs.
Okay. Let's see. Lord Dunmore, you, sir, have quite a reputation for some of the actions you've taken. Why do you think violence against some of the patriots has been the right answer?
Well, the king has given me my job, and I want to keep it and stay with him. But also, when I'm attacking you, I'm hurting just as many people as you were when you kept saying that you wanted to stay with the Indian territory.
Okay. Mr. Hutchinson, you as well are a governor of one of these colonies, the state or the colony of Massachusetts. What do you think the reasons to remain loyal to the king really are?
Well, I thought the king was more wiser and more experienced, and Britain's way better.
Britain's way better?
Oh,
Okay. Mr. Adams, you, sir, are a well-known politician and patriot here in the colonies, and it is said that your group, the Sons of Liberty, is responsible for many protests around the city of Boston. Why would you go to such lengths to show your patriotic backing?
Well, I feel that the British, well, kind of like Mercy said, don't understand really our needs.
Okay. And Mr. Franklin here at the front, you are a well-rounded person. As you mentioned, you have many, many jobs. Thinking of that, I wanted to ask you, the story of your work with electricity is quite famous. What would be one word you would use to describe your experiment with lightning?
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome for awesome. I thought you might say shocking. But more seriously, Mr. Franklin, you also, in your roles of so many jobs, have been acting as a colonial representative to England. And we know the colonies have been begging for more representation. Why do you think that the king and parliament are not listening to you about the needs of these colonists?
Because they think they're more powerful than us, but they're really not.
Okay. Now, with that being said, I want to let you guys have a say-so to pose questions to the other side to kind of find out things you're wondering about and help settle this debate. So let's keep it respectful. And if you have something, I'll call on you. We'll let you address and respond. Who would like to begin? Lord Dunmore, what would you like to ask?
When you said that Britain was not as powerful as the colonies, we have an army. What do you have?
Something better.
What is it?
Brains.
Okay. Who's next? Oh, surely we have people that have things they want to ask and know. Mr. Butcher.
I don't see Mercy. Well, you should be even get into this. You're a girl.
Miss Mercy, what do you say back to that?
Girls have even more girls should have more rights as any other boy should have.
And while we're talking to you, Miss Mercy, I do have a question for you. You're well known as a writer for your plays and poems and how they show patriotism and the want to be free from Britain. Can you please share one of your short poems with us right now? You know, just off the top of your head.
Violence is near and we must protect. We should have our rights and we should have our rights.
Okay, a little repetition there to back up the meaning, huh? All right, who else has something they want to pose? Samuel Adams.
I have a question for Lord Dunbar. Why do you think that violence is the only answer to this problem?
Well, when we're just putting out laws for you to follow to help build our community, you do not listen. And I said the only way to do it is to force you into doing this.
Yes, but aren't there other diplomatic ways to do that?
Well, we've tried taxing you, but you still have thrown rebellions, and when you led the Boston Tea Party, that really has angered us. And I thought that since you're using violence on our things, we should use violence on you.
Okay. Next question. Mr. Butcher again.
Benjamin Franklin. We repealed all the taxes except the tax on tea. That was the only one we had. Why were you so angry whenever we repealed all the other ones except that one?
Because we love tea.
No other reasons?
And because we love tea and we don't think it should be priced higher than it should be.
Okay. Maybe if you just had some representation to help decide on how much that would be. Next question, Miss Mercy, what would you like to ask?
Why would you waste your time doing so much work leading the colony?
Who are you addressing, Miss Mercy? Well, you need to address one in particular, please, so they know who to answer. Okay, you may need to repeat your question so they know what you asked.
Why are you taking all your time wasting it on the colony?
Would you like it if we had given you no government at all?
Yes, we want to govern ourselves.
But what if you and none of the people could agree on a safe and sound government? Your colonies would fall apart.
We can always have an easy debate.
Okay. Any other questions? Mr. Hutchinson.
This one's to Samuel Adams. Why did you think that the British are rude and unfair?
Because why tax something that people would almost, it's almost normal life thing? Because most people love tea. Why would you tax it?
Well, it was cheaper than all the other teas.
Exactly, but still, why would you tax it?
Definitely a question of what's the right way to do this? What's the right way to handle the needs of the colonies and the needs of England?
Well, that was the only tax we had.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Franklin?
Jonathan, why do you think disobeying the king is like disobeying God? Because the king's power is as powerful as God. Really? Yes. I don't understand why. Because God gave King the power. And how does anybody know that's true? You have to just believe. What if you don't believe it? That isn't an option.
Okay.
That isn't an option.
Lord Dunmore.
Benjamin Franklin, if you had done an experiment with electricity and you have found how powerful it is, why not design something to take over the Britain? Because if you really want freedom.
Because we don't want to fight with violence. Unlike you.
Mr. Adams.
I have a question for Thomas Hutchinson. Why would you want Britain to make laws that are more strict and firm for the colonies?
Well, because you wouldn't want to follow just regular old laws.
Well, actually, I would.
Well, then
That's true, Mr. Adams. Some of your actions might be looked upon as completely breaking the laws. Why would you do such things?
Well, because Britain needs to know.
Okay. One more question in this round before we move on to a commercial break. All right, Mr. Butcher, one more.
Mercy. Why do you think we are treating you poorly?
Mr. Butcher, when you say treating you poorly, do you mean patriots or colonists or women?
Oh.
Because we're not giving the colonists unfair laws and more strict laws.
Okay. And with that, we are going to take a commercial break. When we return, it'll be our lightning round and closing statements.